In today's world, where everyone strives for success and harmony, mental toughness has become a crucial quality that determines one's ability to withstand life's challenges and maintain inner balance. But what exactly is mental toughness? It's not merely the ability to endure pain and suffering, but rather the capacity to consciously choose a path that helps avoid unnecessary turmoil and strengthens one's mind. There are certain behavioral patterns one should avoid to remain mentally strong and maintain peace of mind. This discussion will focus on 5 things that people with outstanding mental toughness never do. By shedding these habits, one can fundamentally change their approach to difficulties and build healthier relationships with others. So, what are these 5 secrets to unwavering mental strength that will help you face any life challenges with dignity? Mentally tough people never make excuses. The first, and arguably most crucial rule that mentally tough individuals adhere to is the refusal to make excuses. Stoic philosophy places particular emphasis on the idea that it is not external circumstances, but our reaction to them that determines our state. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent figure in Stoic thought, stressed that our perception, rather than the events themselves, shapes our reality. Attempts to justify oneself open the door to inaction and the avoidance of difficult tasks, creating an illusion of righteousness in shirking challenges and hindering personal development. However, individuals with resilient characters view every obstacle as an opportunity to demonstrate their inner strength. They don't blame others, nor do they complain about circumstances or unfavorable environments. Instead, they take full responsibility for their actions and use mistakes as valuable lessons for the future. In everyone's life, there are moments when events don't unfold as planned. The simplest way out of such a situation often seems to be declaring, "It's not my fault, I couldn't have foreseen this." But adherents of Stoic philosophy choose a different path. They accept the situation as a given and ask themselves, what can I control in these circumstances? By refusing to make excuses, one takes their life into their own hands and opens the path to further progress and self-improvement. Another trait that distinguishes people with a strong character is the ability not to dwell on past events. The past is a fixed fact that cannot be changed. Nevertheless, many people expend their energy on fruitless anxieties over past mistakes, regrets, and thoughts of what could have been. Epictetus, a distinguished Stoic philosopher, reminded us that what truly matters is not what happens to a person, but how they react to what happens. Constant rumination on past failures or missed opportunities inevitably leads to the depletion of mental resources and hinders further progress. Individuals with an unbreakable will recognize this pattern and direct their energy toward what is within their control in the present moment. Imagine a situation where someone has made a serious blunder at work or in their personal life. Instead of indulging in self-flagellation and endlessly replaying the details of what happened, they acknowledge their mistake, learn a valuable lesson from it, and move forward, freeing themselves from the burden of the past. After all, the past cannot be changed, but the choice of how to react to it always remains with the individual. It's important to remember that past mistakes are not a sentence, but valuable experience that helps one become stronger and wiser. Another characteristic trait of strong-willed individuals is that they don't seek constant approval from others. Of course, it's natural for every person to desire validation for their actions and words. However, as the ancient Stoics taught us, true happiness and life satisfaction stem from within, rather than depending on external factors. Marcus Aurelius, the distinguished philosopher and Roman emperor, repeatedly emphasized the importance of self-sufficiency and inner strength. People with mental toughness don't need constant approval from others to feel confident and happy. They understand that their worth is determined by their actions, beliefs, and principles, not by the opinions of other people. Imagine a situation where you've put a lot of effort into a project. And while praise from others is certainly pleasant, your personal sense of triumph shouldn't entirely depend on approving feedback. Psychologically resilient individuals don't need constant external validation of their successes to feel proud of their work. They derive satisfaction from the process of self-improvement itself, and from the awareness of their integrity to themselves. By letting go of the need for approval, one gains the ability to live more freely and genuinely without burdening themselves with dependence on others' opinions. It's important to note that psychologically strong individuals never fear change. Change is an integral part of our existence, whether it's a job change, new romantic relationships, or unexpected turns of fate. Instead of resisting the inevitable, mentally mature individuals accept change as a given. Stoic philosophy teaches us to perceive changes as a natural element of the life cycle. We have no power over events that occur, but we do have the power to control our own reaction to them. As an example, consider sudden career changes. Instead of feeling fear of the unknown, it is advisable to approach the situation with curiosity and a readiness to adapt. Often, changes open up new horizons and opportunities that we could not have foreseen. Psychologically resilient people don't allow fear of the unknown to constrain their actions. Instead, they view changes as an opportunity for personal growth, adaptation, and flourishing. Freedom from excessive anxiety is achieved by accepting change as an integral part of life's journey. Flexibility in thinking and adaptation to new circumstances strengthen psychological resilience, allowing one to confidently face any challenges. People with developed mental toughness don't lose sight of their values, even in the toughest times. External pressure, especially during periods of uncertainty, can lead one astray, but fidelity to principles such as honesty, integrity, discipline, and kindness serves as a reliable foundation for maintaining psychological stability. Firm adherence to one's convictions allows one to remain steadfast despite the surrounding chaos. Consider an example. At work, there might be a temptation to compromise principles for career advancement, or someone might ask you to take actions that contradict your beliefs. The easy path might seem appealing, but mentally tough individuals realize that compromising values leads to inner discord. They understand that fidelity to their principles not only strengthens character, but also ensures long-term peace of mind. Stoic philosophy asserts that inner harmony and fidelity to one's principles are far more valuable than fleeting triumphs or external recognition. Individuals with an unyielding character prioritize their own convictions, realizing that these shape their essence, not transient life circumstances. By remaining true to their ideals, one creates a life filled with consistency, peace of mind, and self-respect. When a person's actions are dictated by integrity, it earns respect from others as well, as values serve as a compass, pointing the right way through life's trials. If striving for mental toughness and building a resilient life is a priority, it is necessary to abandon certain patterns of thinking and behavior. It's important to remember that the development of mental strength lies not in fleeing from difficulties, but in the ability to recognize and avoid destructive habits in one's mind and actions. Maintain mental fortitude and remember that the determining factor is not what happens in life, but how one chooses to react to what happens.